Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. Now we are still on our Elementor Pro series. We're talking about the Elementor Pro widget, and today we're going to talk about the menu on the nav menu. Okay, so how we can be able to create a navigation menu, or we can be able to create a header using this nav menu. Now the last time we talked about slides, so today we're going to talk about the nav menu. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead and then watch it. There is a full playlist over there where you can have all the pro widgets explained to you step by step. Also, if you need Elementor Pro, I'll leave a link in the description for you. You can use that link to buy Elementor Pro if you need it. Now this link is an affiliate link. If you buy it using the link, you won't pay extra. It is just that you are supporting the channel. Okay, I'll just get a commission on whatever thing that you buy because I referred you over there. Now let's get into our video. So we're going to create a header using the nav menu. So what we're going to do is we're going to our website. Okay, so this is the website that we're going to create the header using the nav menu over here. So as you can see, this is what we did the last time, the slides over here, or the slider over here. Now we want a header on top of this slider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here and then click on this plus icon, and then I'm going to use the flex box. Okay, so I'll click over here and then I'll use this particular one. Okay, of course you can choose whatever thing to use. You can even use this one over here. Okay, but I'm going to use this particular one over here. I'm going to use this one, and then that is it. Now I'm going to set the minimum height to either 100 or 90 depending on you, but I'm going to set it to 90. Minimum height to be 90. And then what again? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside this one. Okay, and then I want to create another two containers in it. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. So before I even do that, let me just click over here so that I'll give this one a bit of a space. Okay, so I'm going to just give it like maybe 1 3 2 0. Okay, so a little bit of a kind of like a space, so it's going to end over here, and then I'll click over here. Okay, and then I'll drag in a container inside this particular one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the main container, which is the one that we gave this one over here, and then because I want it to the direction, I want to change the direction over here to make it like a row direction over here, and then this inner container I want to just duplicate it. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the inner container to make it like a 2. Okay, now this one is where this place is where I'm going to showcase my logo over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it to full width over here, and then I'll change the width to let's say 30 percent. Okay, the same way applies to this one. I'm going to change it to full width, and then I'll change this one to 70%. So I'm going to change it to 70 over here. All right, so this is how it's going to be like. Okay, now I'll come over here and then I click on the plus icon, and then I can just drag in my logo in it. So we can do two things. The pro elements also have I think a logo also. Okay, so let's go inside and see if you will find the site logo or something. So let me just say logo. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so the site logo. Okay, so we're going to drag in the site logo over here, and it will definitely populate our site logo for us if we've set up with the site logo. So as you can see, this is our site logo over here. Okay, now of course if you want to change it and then make it any kind of a logo, you can delete it and drag in an image widget over here. Okay, which is not going to hurt you. So that is the site logo. You can set the caption. You can also set what the link to anything that you want. Okay, now I'm going to go to the style over here, and I will just come this way and then just make it like like a little bit smaller, like a 70%. Yeah, 70% is quite okay. Now you see that it is on top over here, it is up over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this main container over here. And of course, if I want to see how the thing is arranged, or I'm just going to show the structure of the navigator. And now, as you can see, this is the main container that we are talking about. Okay, so when I click over here, and what I'll do is I'm just going to position everything in the center like this. Now you won't see it because this actually focuses on the main kind of like a container. Okay, but with this particular one, which is the one that the logo is in it, we can also position it in the center. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, very, very beautiful. So because this one have a white, it is white, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a darker background. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, click on this particular one, go to a style, and then give it a background of white. So I'm going to select the background type to be classic, and then I'm going to change the color to be black. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. It makes the logo pop more. Okay, meaning that you can see it very, very well. Okay, so that's quite okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, click over here, and then also go to its layout, and then I'm going to scroll down, and then over here I'm going to give it like a column gap, or the gaps for the container to be let's say 20. Okay, so that there's going to be like a space over here, okay, between these two containers. So now that we have now that we have this setup, the logo setup, now it's up to us to set up our menu. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to click on this plus icon over here, and then I'm going to scroll down and then locate where our WordPress menu is located. So as you can see, this is it. I'm going to drag it inside this particular one over here, and you can't see it. Okay, you can't see it because it is the style or the text color is what is the links color over here is black, and we're also having a black background. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the style over here and then change the color over here to white, and as you can see, you can clearly see it. Okay, and now we can click over here. Let's click on this container over here, which contains the how do you call it, the menu, and we change it to center. We align it to what to center. Okay, so that it's going to be in the same center as the logo over here. So I think it's quite all right. Now you can either position it this way or that way, or even in the middle over here. Okay, it all depends on you. So anyhow you want to do it, you can do it the way you want it. Maybe you have some button, you want to position the button over here, of course you can do so over here, but now I'm going to just position it over here in the middle over here, so that it's not going to be close to this one. Of course you can also position it at the end over here. It all depends on you, but I'm going to just position it in the center over here. Okay, now that we have adjusted, or we have aligned the items the way we want it, now we can click on this icon over here to edit this particular menu. Okay, so now we're going to go to its content over here. Now let's look at the settings over here. So as you can see, this is where we choose our menu. Okay, so if you haven't created any menu yet, you can go ahead and then create menus over here. And if you go to the back end over here, if you want to create your menu, go to appearance over here, and then click on what menus over here. So all the menus that you have created on the website, it's the one that is populating on this particular page over here. Okay, so or section over here. So as you can see, we have the about, we have footer, we have main menu, we have menu, and then we have resources. Now if you go over here, we can see all of them over here. So as you can see, we have the about, we have footer, we have main menu, we have menu, and then we have resources. Now we want to use this primary menu, which is the menu over here, which contains all the items that we want to see on our website, okay, on our header. So what we can do is we go over here and then we change it from about to menu. Okay, and now we will have all the menu items over here, just like we have it over here. So we have a home, we have the course with the course details, we have blog, we have pages, we have books, and all those things, and then we have FAQ. Okay, so that is basically it. Now if you go over here, you're gonna see it. We have home, we have course with the course details, we have blog, we have pages, we have all the other things and the pages, and then we have FAQ. That is exactly what we see over here. So now that we have it done, our menu is complete. If you like it this way, you can choose to leave it as it is, but of course if you want to style it and give it a different kind of a feel, you can do so with it. So if you come here, the layout, you can choose either vertical, drop down, or horizontal. Okay, so if you look for at vertical, it means that we're going to go have something like this one over here. So this is what vertical. So for those of you who want to create a vertical header or vertical menu, you can use it to create it just like this one. Now if you want to create a drop down, you can also do so. So this is what this particular drop down, this is basically for mobile and tablet. Okay, but we want to use the vertical because when we turn it into mobile right now, if you want to check the mobile view right now, you see that the same menu will turn into a drop down for us. And as you can see, you can easily see it over here. Okay, and that is it. So the vertical is, or the horizontal, sorry, the horizontal is the one that we're going to use over here. Now the alignment, you can align it anyhow you want it. Okay, since we've used the alignment over here, I'm going to ignore this one, but of course you can align it anyhow you want it inside the container. Okay, and that's it. And then the pointer, so as you can see, this is the pointer. If you want it to be underlined, if you want it to be overline, want it to be double lines, framed, background, or text, you can choose anyhow, but I'm just going to leave it as underlined. Then we have the animation also over here. You can choose any kind of animation that you want. And then the sub menu indicator also, you can choose the one that you want. So as you can see, you can check it from the icon library. If you don't want it also, you can ignore it over here. Click on this one to ignore the but for now, this is the icon that we are using, and as you can see it over here. Okay, you can also decide to change, and this is the breakpoint. So this breakpoint is where it breaks and changes to the drop down. So if you want it to break on mobile, only mobile, you can set it on mobile. But if you want it to break on tablet also, you can also set it on tablet. Now you can set it on full width if you want to stretch it. And then text align, you can decide to choose anyone, whether aside, center. And then the toggle button, the hamburger button, also you can decide to use any one that you want. Okay, so it all depends on you, what you want to use and how you want to use it. And basically that is it. So the toggle alignment also, you can choose it from this place. Now let's go to a style. So over here, when you click the style over here, you can change the typography. You can change the color from normal, hover, and then active. So if you want to change the typography, of course you can change the typography to a different thing. Okay, so if you have any kind of let's say I want to use Tahoma, I can be able to use it and change it to Tahoma over here. And now I can even change the size to a different size. So let's say I want to change it to 18, or even let's say 22. Okay, so it will become bigger and bigger the way I want it. So I want to change it to, let's say, 20. Okay, so 20 is quite okay. And then the weight, you can change it just like the way you style text. Okay, you can do it anyhow you want it. So that is the typography. Now let me go back up again to the main menu. Now you can use divider for it if you want to divide it. So if I click over here, see that we're gonna have a divider for it over here, and then you can change the color and all those kind of stuff. So let's change the color to, let's say, white. You're gonna see that there is a divider over there which is white over there, which divides with the menu items over here. But I'm just going to ignore the divider. And then also we have the pointer width. So with a pointer width, if you want to change it, you can also change it over here. And then the horizontal padding, the vertical padding, the space between, if I drag in this one, I'm going to have some spaces between it. Okay, and that is it. So basically that is for the menu. Now let's go to the drop down over here. So if you want the drop down, you can change some of the things. So the background color, the text color, the typography, every other thing that you want to change, you can change it over here. Okay, that is with the drop down line. Let's go over here and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So this is the drop down. Okay, so if I click on this one, this is how it looks like. Okay, so if I want to change anything over here, I can go ahead and then change it. So I can change the background, I can change the text color when I hover on it, and then active state, all of them you can be able to change how you want to change it. Okay, and that is it. Now let's go back to the desktop view, and then the last one is the toggle also button. So with the toggle button, okay, let me go back to the mobile view. Now with the toggle, this is the toggle button. Okay, so we can change the color from this color to white. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. Or if you want to change it to, let's say, black, and then you want to change the background to white, you can do so. Okay, so it all depends on how you want to play with it. Okay, now of course you can also arrange this one anyhow you want it. Okay, so it all depends on you. You can reduce the size. Like if I go over here, I can be able to reduce the size from pixel to percentage, and then the same thing applies to this one. Okay, so basically that is it. So I think that is how you can be able to create a header using Elementor nav menu. Okay, navigation menu. Now if everything is okay for you, and if you think everything is fine for you, all what you need to do is to click on publish over here. Now at the moment you publish it, it is published. Okay, everything is cool. Now let's go over here and preview the changes and see how it looks like on our front end. And as you can see, guys, we have our header over here and everything looks fine for us. Okay, so this is how you can be able to create a header using Elementor nav menu widget. Okay, so this is the navigation menu or the nav menu widget, and this is how you can be able to use it in Elementor Pro. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together. Okay, thank you. See you. Bye bye.